dear students. Let's continue with the story How Much Land Does a Man Need? And we were about to continue. We have done lots and lots of the part of How Much Land Does a Man Need? And here we just, as you already know, that this is a story about Paham, a peasant, and he is succumbing or surrendering to the greed and to avarice, and he is about to lose a large portion of his life, of his land, and his life also. Now, till Unit 5, that we discovered that Paham was running pillar to post for acquiring his own land, and he's too ambitious about it. But he undergoes numerous little bitter and awkward experiences about it. Now, till now, Paham settles for a new abode after selling his land at a profit. Now, he's introduced to the Bashkirs, who own a huge amount of land. He's introduced to the Bakshirs, and they are the one who will be providing a kind of a temptation to Paham. So, in return to the peasants' presents which he offers to the Bashirs, Paham is offered a part of the land, and as much land he wants, he can take it. So he was extremely surprised and astonished. And the Bashkirs tells him that you can measure the land by the price of the land, and you can go around the land, and in fact within a day as much as you can, and then you'll be able to have the land. So he could go on his feet, and in this condition he was late. But then Paham could not return to the spot where he started, and then if he is not able to come, then he will lose 1000 rubles a day. So this was the condition of the Bashkirs. And then again a delightful bargain started. Paham was very happy. In Unit 7 and 8 we also come to know that he imagines about the land, and all things happens with him. He calculates all these things, and in the last unit the Bashkirs were all set, and Paham too, to go back and to measure the land, and they were all set. And the chiefs told Paham that all this is yours as far as your eyes can reach, as much as you can cover. So your way have your part of land you like. So this is the way you can have. So Paham was enthusiastic, all set. He was ready with the temptation. But after walking 3 miles, he looked at the sun, took off his boots, decided to get another 3 miles, and then it was time to return. And he thought an hour to suffer and a lifetime to think. This was the feeling that was going on in the mind of Paham. So now another confusion came to his mind, and especially in the last unit. Now in Unit 8, in fact, Lyot also explains about that how a huge problem Paham has to face, when suddenly he discovers that he has to cover the land and he has to reach back, and his body is not allowing him to do that. And in Unit 9, of course, in the end it happens that he tries to make his best effort to run hard and fast and to get where he wants to, but he's not able to get it. So he becomes breathless. He's fearful about his goal. He thinks that he'll not be able to live now because he's breathless, and he's making the best effort to reach destination no matter he reaches. But the moment he reaches there, he loses his breath. So the story ends. Now the title of the story itself says that how much land does a man needs indicates that how much land does a man need. That is, especially when we are living, we should not be greedy enough to just think about our wants and needs and exaggerate them, and to think about them. That there is lots and lots of irony also here in the story by Leo Tolstoy, by he's saying that the moment he loses his breath and he returns back, the only thing that the servant says is that he has to be buried in the grave, and he just needs 6 feet of land just to be buried inside it. So this is the irony here in the story, that a man basically needs 6 feet of the land to be buried inside. That's all. So what is the sense of running after lands and acres and yards of land when you already know that any moment we will leave the body, and any time the soul leaves the body, and nothing is left in the world except our good deeds and our actions. So here the irony ends. Paham is not being able to utilize the land that he aspired to be, and he loses his life. So this is exactly the story about how much land does a man need. And of course there is irony, and of course there's a message, a huge message for all those people, for each and everyone who is running after materialistic things in this world. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the story.